folks. Ashley, AA Farms. It is April the 22nd. Out here at the garden today. I actually have finished planting the garden at this point. You can see there, got potatoes actively growing. The row next to it, which is right there, got onions coming up. And then I believe I have 10 rows, yeah. Well, it's about 9.5 rows out here. Finished those up yesterday, got the fertilizer down and healed them up and went ahead and planted them yesterday. I worked out here all day pretty much yesterday and planted 2 rows of purple hull peas, 2 rows of ambrosia corn, 2 rows of green lima beans, 2 rows of cream peas, and that last row and a half over there is Blue Lake string beans. So got all that planted. It's got a little thing of potatoes right there, trying them in there as well. I've got 4 tires there. I put okra seed in those. One of those tires has got red okra in it. The rest have Bradford okra. Got a thing of lettuce. We've already been picking the lettuce off of that one so far. It's got some cabbages coming up. Planted some celery. Never have planted celery before, but I do have some celery over there. It's not doing the greatest. And we got a couple of tires of collards, one here and then tire right down there's got some collards, got some broccoli. Planted 2 plantings of a little green, I call them English peas, sweet peas, depends on the name, how people say it, but anyway. They are not doing well at all. Like I said, I've done 2 plantings of those. They aren't doing too good. I got another tire here of okra. I'm planting some cucumbers in that old tub there. Over there we have squash and zucchini. And then here we do have bell peppers, sweet bell peppers. So got pretty much everything going here. Of course, once the collards and the broccoli and all that comes off, cabbage and all that stuff, and those 3, man, I'm not even worrying about the 3 refrigerators there of sweet peas. I just said a heck with those and go ahead and put some summer peas or crops in those. So I do want to put some watermelon. I think I'm gonna do those in the big tires there. So I'm gonna put some watermelon on those. We actually planted us some new trees as well. Our pear tree here did excellent this past year. I mean, we had pears growing like crazy, and it's actually got a pear on it. Didn't notice it yesterday. Got pears already on it, so it's doing rather well. We planted that one there with it years ago, and it's struggled, but it's got some growth on it. We actually planted another pear right here. We got another peach tree. Got us 2 plum trees there. So I want to do some more trees. Blueberries are coming back. Something happened to them last year, and they're over there, and they're coming back. We got 2 plum trees, and both of them died on us. So not sure what happened to those, but anyway. So gardening season's in full swing, and got it growing along. So, and I decided this year I was gonna do something different. Wanted to try something different when it come to watering the garden. So I'll go in the shop here and show you what I have gotten together. All right, so I'm gonna go with a drip system. This year I bought me a bunch of stuff. Got the tube that goes across the top of the rows, and then I've got all the drip tape here. Not sure how far this will go. May end up having to buy some more of it, but I've got 3 bundles. I bought all of this as a kit. So I got 3 bundles of drip tape, the roll of the tubing that goes across, and then a whole bag of fittings here. And this did come from Drip Depot. Is where I got this from. Like I said, I bought this as a whole kit. As you can see there, it comes with a description of everything that is with this entire kit. So I do not remember how much I paid for this. I bought it directly from Drip Depot. So looking forward to installing. Never done a lot of drip irrigation. I've used soaker hoses before on some things, and that type of deal, but I've never done any kind of drip irrigation system. So this is gonna be a first. Thought I'd bring y'all along for it. I'm gonna get all this stuff, take it outside, see how far I can get with. Like I said, I may have to order me some more of the drip tape. Let's see. I ain't got my glasses on. I think it's 100, yeah, it's 100-foot roll of that. So like I said, we'll see how far that goes. I may end up having to buy me some more. If I do, I do. So and the thing I do want to get, and I'm gonna have to get some of it, are the little landscape stakes. I think they're going to be sort of vital in keeping this, because of course most of the time this goes under your black plastic. I'm not laying black plastic, of course, so I think I'm gonna probably need some way to keep this down. So I'm gonna have to buy me some of those landscape staples, and probably just put those on top just to keep that stabilized. So you know, if I do, I do. But anyway, today I'm gonna just get this started and out. I'll do what I have to do till I can get some of those staples and get that secured. So get all this stuff outside, and then we'll start getting installing. So we'll go ahead and get my poly tubing. And this is a 1/2-inch poly tubing. I went with, I think you can go with 2 different types with this. You can go with, I think, a 5/8 system and then another size, and I went with the 5/8. I didn't need that big of a system, so. Of course, a jumbled mess. Of course, my short row is going to get left out because it's way up there, and I'm not going to try to get any tape or anything to it. So it'll just get left out to dry, I guess you could say. I think they're good there. All right. So I got a tube laid out here. Again, this kit comes complete with the tools, fittings, and everything that you would even need for the system. Pressure regulators and all. Oh, actually, it actually already has the stakes in it, so it does have some stakes. That's good. So it'll work out well. So I'm gonna go through and see where I need to start first, and be right back with you. All right, so that's what I've got done so far. This is an inline filter. It's got a little screen inside of it, so I've got the inline filter, pressure regulator, got it hooked into the hose. See, it came with the stake, so I've got all that laid out, and I got my line run all the way across. So would help a little bit. I need to take that old stake up right there. It would help some of my rows to be a little more even when I was making those, but oh well, it is what it is. So, but anyway, got that laid out, so now we're gonna start working on putting out the tape. All right, so got the little piece here. This is actually what fits into the tubing here. So I have the little tool that's in with it that you pop the hole in the tubing with. So let's see if we can pop us a hole in here. Just push it down and in. And we take a little better thing in here, stick it right in. Here we go. Now all we got to do is put our tube in. Alright, so we got our drip tape here. If I can find an end. There it is. Black tape. Of course, you got the tape here. Expand it out some. All you gotta do is slide it on the tape like so, and then you just screw the cap right back down on top, and it tightens that in where it won't come out. Makes a seal. So we're good. So I'm gonna roll this tape out, get to the end. It's got a little fitting similar to this. Put it on the end, tighten it down. We'll see how many of these we can do. Well, I used almost the whole row. You can see what mess I got left over. But anyway, it worked out pretty good. I'll go back along with a few of those stakes and put that up on the center of the row, and it should be good. So I think this might work out pretty good. Let's see. All right, y'all laid out. I was able to get 4 rows done. Pieced the last row here together. It does come with some connectors where you could do that, so I had 2 of those, so I was able to connect those together. So I'll be able to tonight go in. I got 5 rows left here. Like I said, I'm not gonna worry about the short row over there. I don't know, I might end up running another length of hose up there to my short one. We'll see, I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna get 6 or 7 of those 100-foot rolls, and I would like to get one on my potatoes over there. I really ain't worried about the onions, but I would like to get a drip tape on those. So like I said, I get somewhere between 7 and 10 rolls of that drip tape, and it shouldn't be too costly by itself. So of course these were a little tricky getting out. Of course you get those with, you get that machine goes behind the tractor that lays down the plastic and the drip tape all at once. Of course those rolls come off fairly easy. This huge roll of that, they probably 1,000-foot rolls or better, 10,000 maybe. Not really sure, but a little 100-foot roll is a little tricky unrolling, as y'all probably saw in the video. So, but anyway, I'm actually gonna go cut the water on, and we'll see how well this system actually may work. So hang tight. All right, we have a working system, folks. You can see there it is dripping pretty good. Too shabby. See it flowing out right there. Seems to be working pretty good. Have to say, pretty much a success from what I can tell at the moment. So one of those things, you just have to let it run, and let it go. At least you won't be wasting the water on all the grass and all that junk. At least it'll be centralized on the plants themselves, so which is nice. So I think it may work out pretty good. I reckon we'll see. You know, it's one of them things that trial and error, I guess. You just have to let it run and go from there, and see how effective it actually is when the crops and all start coming up. So anyway, I don't know. I'll keep you updated on the success or the failure of it as time moves on. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and at some point today I'll get never have many rolls of the drip tape ordered, and then I can get the rest of the system finished up, get it in, and I should be able to, whenever I do tillage, I should still be able to till. I just have to stop short here at my ends and just lift the plows and drive right over it. So but should work out pretty good. So like I said, I'll keep you updated on the progress of it and see how well it does over the course of gardening season. So, but anyway, that's gonna be it for today's video. A little bit on the drip irrigation system and the change in the garden and the growth of what we have so far in the garden. So hope y'all have a very blessed day. God bless you. I'll see you in the next one.